and welcome to Bundy Bear's Shed. Well, what's been going on? Look, it's nice and early in the morning. We're still playing with cameras and sound and things like that, trying to get a handle on how to get the new camera up and running. It seems like our old camera, the old Panasonic Lumix, we chugged along with not as good a video, but far better sound. And the new Nikon, which is this fella here, even though the picture's clearer, we can even record in 4K if we need to, but not that I do. Yeah, if we can record in 4K, get in nice and close, very clear picture, but then the sound quality, look, it's not bad most of the time, but the slightest breeze comes in and she's all goes to shit quickly. And we've played with, it has some settings like a zoom microphone now. It has a zoom microphone setting that I have on now. So I am using the zoom microphone, and I've got the wind reduction setting on this Nikon here. I also have the Panasonic Lumix over here, and it's going with a shotgun microphone, a Bose shotgun microphone over the top of it, and we're recording some sound with that. And we also have the old Samsung phone going here with a microphone, just a standard headset microphone here, and we're recording a sound bite with that. So she's got to be a mixed bag, like my old mother-in-law. Bit of a mixed bag this morning. We've got to try and sort out what we have and how we do it. For the videos, I'm using Power Director 16. I believe there's a 17 out now, but I don't need to change to that just yet. But yeah, look, it's a learning thing. Yeah, I just bought a new camera. I thought I'd point and shoot like the old one and away we go. But with the old camera, we just put it on the automatic setting, and on automatic, it just sorted everything else out for me. So I didn't really have to learn much. It was a point and shoot sort of thing. And that suited me, because I'm a bit of a dumb bastard when it comes to being a photographer or cinematographer or videographer or whatever bloody words we're supposed to be using for it. So I don't know. So yeah, I'm pretty up to shit at the filming bit, but we're slowly working towards getting better at it, and we should be coming good. The software, the Power Director software, it has a thing on it where if I start and I can do 3 claps, or on the movies you see the clapper board and they bang the clapper board shut. Well, that gives a sound spike on the sound wave, on the line on the bottom. And so the videos I've been watching on doing it all, yeah, people have 3 claps, and they work off the last clap, and like that there, and then they work on the last one. But that'll give you 3 sound spikes. And the Power Director software, I'm yet to sort it out properly, but it has something that'll actually bring the sound from 2 or 3 sources, and it'll look for those peaks and it will line it up for us. So yeah, look, that's interesting. There's a YouTube channel called Power Director University, and Monique is the fellow that does it, and he just does short clips on how to use different functions in Power Director. And look, I find him very useful. Yeah, he's well, I've gone back and looked at a few things with him, and I've learned quite a bit from it, and hopefully we're getting a bit better with our videos and things like that from it. I don't know what we're going to do with the wind. We've ordered we've actually ordered 4 microphones, and we've ordered quite a bit of sound gear just to try and get on top of this. And what they call, yeah, you see a microphone and it's got a furry bit on it. They call it a dead kitten. Who would have thought of that? I'm going to a microphone and, but anyway, let's not go there. But yeah, look, that helps with wind reduction. It takes the wind shear off the edge of the microphones, I believe, and so we've ordered a couple of Bose small directional microphones. The one on the Lumix camera here is a shotgun directional. It's a Bose so long, and has a 9-volt battery in it, and it is a directional one, and the sound is certainly different on the Panasonic camera with it rather than without it. So, and then with the phone here, that should be, well, I suppose it's still recording. Yeah, it's still recording. We're 6 minutes in and it says 6 on the front there. So, and we've actually bought TRRS microphones to go here, where the standard microphone, if you have a look at the little 3.5mm barb that goes into your camera or into your headphones or microphone on your computer or whatever, I believe that's TRS, and the one that we need for microphones for phones and things like that, it's got 4 little bands, so it has stereo out, and I believe it records in stereo too. So we've had to find a few microphones like that. So we've got a couple. We've got one to go into my phone here, and we've got another one coming to go into my Samsung tablet, and we've actually bought brackets as well. So on the engine stand here, where this engine is, I could actually clamp it to there, and even though it'll be out of view, hopefully there'll be a microphone with a dead cat on it up on the tops there. So we're working away at the sound. The main thing with the Nikon is that we can't put a separate microphone into it, which is something that I'd overlooked. I just presumed it had one. I didn't look even. And but we're pretty happy with the Nikon camera, but the slightest breeze, and something to do with the software in the Nikon, where the old camera, you could get a bit of a breeze over the back of it and it didn't seem to matter much. With the Nikon, it does. So we're also looking at rolling up a small windshield from behind the camera. When I was saying the other week about when I bring the hand around to press the button to record, the viewfinder goes out. One of my followers, subscribers, said that theirs had the same, and it's for when you bring the camera up to your eye, it senses that you're there, so it turns the screen off and uses the viewfinder. So that's what this is doing. I've learnt my way around that now. I just come in from a different angle, and but yes, you're learning things. You should see the videos I chuck out. Yeah, some of the ones I released early last week with the wind noise, the sound was shit, but that was the best of what I had, and so I thought, well, I'll probably better just doing that. Like, I hate watching talk over videos. If someone's doing something and their sound must be shit and they do a talk over, and then I did this, then I picked up my spanner and I tightened that and done that. Well, I don't like watching those things. Just on my cup of tea, really. And so yeah, I decided to put them out. I copped a bit of flack for it, but that's okay. I didn't realise how bad it was until I got into the editing process. And sometimes I'll video something with the camera, and it has a playback function. You can play back, and the sound is rubbish, but you get your ear up there and you have a listen. And you think, oh, that's not too bad, because it's always a bit dicky. And but yeah, it was just rubbish. And so look, we are working with it. I'm learning a lot, and that's all right too. We'll get on top of it. And I've also ordered a 6-meter cable for the microphones too, I believe. So I don't mind so much having two camera angles working on something, but the trouble is that the Nikon here, it's a darker, more accurate picture, and even on the trickiest setting on the old Lumix, it just doesn't match it. And I can see on my screens now, like the Nikon here has a dark blue shirt, and it is very dark blue, where this one has the Panasonic has it washed out a bit. Not that anyone ever knew before, but if you go to cut from one camera to another one, you certainly notice the difference in colour. So we're going to try, and the Nikon's the best picture, so we're going to try and film the video footage with the Nikon, and then the sound we're gonna sort some other way. So anyway, we'll just see how we go. I just finished filming this week, Saturday. I just finished filming putting the bottom end on the Perkins on the MF135 that we're doing up, and I'm just gearing up now. It's Monday morning, and I'm just gearing up now, ready to do the run through the head. I did run a 100mm shell mill across the head, and look, it did a pretty good job. And what I also did was it left a slight shiny finish, and I thought, well, when I've owned head surfaces, you know, proper segmented stone head surfaces, and they always leave a slightly rough finish on where the gaskets go, and the gaskets love that. It gives them something to bite into. And so anyway, this was a bit of a shiny finish. So on this head, I've actually sandblasted it. And so I wanted to sandblast all the ports anyway, but I've actually sandblasted the whole head gasket surface. So I think it's going to be a good thing. The gasket's going to bite in nicely and all that. So we're yet to see, but I'm confident about it. In the videos today, we're actually going to put new valve guides into the head. We're going to press the old ones out and press the new ones in. So I actually turned up a couple of little tools yesterday. We had the grandkids all weekend. Little fella's been crook. Poor little bugger. So I've turned up. This actually comes in from the other way, so we've got a nice flat surface here, and we're not pressing on this head surface. But yeah, we should be able to push the valve guides out. And the valve guides here, they sit 15mm proud of the top of the head. So I've just got a slug, and I dropped an end mill. I drilled a hole and put an end mill in to give me a square edge, so I can press them in. I have to press them in from this way because of the shape of the combustion chamber and the ports. So here's me leaning on my microphone there, and there's a bit of shit sound for you. And so yeah, we're going to press. We have to press them in back this way, but I'll probably use a bit of cardboard, something like that. I ran over my plug on the pressure cleaner, so I've got to deal with that today sometime. They don't go real well with the, with two prongs on them. We did the, Davey Rocket and myself, we did the Christmas parade the other night. I gave Judy the one camera, the Panasonic. She didn't want to place a new one, and so we may have a little, like a minute's footage of all of that. And yeah, this weekend I've been on the mower. I've done the mowing. I did a day's filming on this fella, and just doing the timing gears and finishing all that off. Then we did a day's mowing, and now hopefully I'm back in the shed for the day and the wind doesn't blow up too much and all that sort of thing. And I'm hoping to get the head sorted out today. And yeah, if we can get the head sorted out and the head studs in, we may be able to get the head on. We have new cam followers to put in and set up and a few things like that. So we'll see how we go. The weather's been a bit cooler here at the moment. Look, we're sitting at 24, 25 in there somewhere. I think it'll get high 20s today. It's been a pleasant change, but the wind, holy dooly, the wind's just blow the dog off the chain. It's just unreal. So I've got the doors open here early, and pardon me. And when it's hot coming into Bundy Bear's shed here, I've got the big open door here, and I try and work in the doorway because I catch a little bit of breeze to make it well, pleasant, so you can actually work. And but if the cameras are playing up, I'm going to have to go around and tuck myself in a little hot corner and probably have a fan in the background, or yeah, we're not sure. So this is the nicest place. Straight above me here, straight up, there's a 400 watt high bay light. We have another 400 watt here and another 400 watt there. So that's what we're using to get the show lit up. So by the time you have the lights, even though like they're 5 meters above me here, the 400 watt lights. So, but anyway, if we have to, we're going to have to move around the corner and stay out of the breeze and see how we go. But so look, not an awful lot again this week. There's a lot of tractor work, well, a lot of tractor videos going on. Like I'm popping out 3 or 4 or 5 most weeks on the tractor repair videos. They're very popular. People have well, they apparently like to see that sort of thing. We're sitting at around 9,000. Well, we picked up a bit over 660 new subscribers last month, which puts us 9,200 or 300, something, 9,200, something like that. And so when we get to 10,000, we're going to have another giveaway. Yeah, tell us what you reckon about that. The little tractor set I gave away last time, I do have another one of those, the limited edition Ferguson grey and gold and TE20 kit. I do have one of those. Yeah, I might have just a little grey Fergie too, or something like that. So look, we'll just see. Let us know what you'd be interested in. The way we're going will be another month or more, you know, perhaps 2 months before we get there, but we'll have to get organised. Yeah, make sure we're having a red hot shot and we've got something nice to give away. So let us know in the comments down below. Watch a few ads, do a bit of a subscribe, and we'll see how we go. I was going to get my Samsung here and take a bit of a snapshot of the camera setups with the tripods, and working around one camera's it's a pain in the ass some days, but mostly it's good. But now we've got 2 to work around, and there'll be a 3rd for the sound coming up probably. So anyway, we'll see how we go. So look, that's it for this week. Not a lot to chat about, mainly just what we're trying to fix with our content, and well, the poor quality of the sound mainly. That's been upmost on my mind at the moment. And yeah, we've bought 4 microphones. Like I said, we've got a clip on one, and I can probably clip one on here, then pop the phone in my pocket, and that'll make it mobile. The extension lead I bought, I can just see myself walking off and tipping everything arse overhead. I forgot I've got a spanner, and I'll head over to the corner there. Next thing, crash, the whole show will go to shit. So anyway, look, that's it for this week. Thanks for dropping by. I'll get stuck into doing this head and doing a few videos today so we can keep the MF135 series going. I've also ordered parts this week for the 135 multi-power. We've ordered a new front bolster. Now that's the axle pivot. We've ordered 2 new kingpin housings, 2 new kingpins, and there'll be a new fuel tank on the way as well. And this week for both tractors, we got a harness for running an alternator. So on the side of this housing here, I have to build alternator brackets. So times 2. So we'll put one on the multi-power tractor, even though the generator's working. That is the tractor that we're going to make our main road run tractor. And we're going to have Goldie as a backup, and the Johnny as a backup as well. Pardon me, this 135 6-speed that I bought it with intentions of it being the road run tractor, and now we've got the other one. This probably won't do that. So well, we're of 2 minds what we're going to do with it. Judy and I have been talking about it, and I said, well, you know, if we actually done it up, showroom condition, I'd get it really nice and sold it. That'd fund a bit of new stuff in Bundy Bear's shed. More projects to keep Bundy Bear's shed going. Or the other thing is do it up and make that my slashing tractor. Bring the John Deere 2030 in. The John Deere 2030 jumps out of reverse and the hydraulic pump is starting to leak a little bit. So they're jobs that are going to be done anyway, or do we bring the 2030 in and tidy that up and sell it, or which way are we going to go with it all? Because the 2030, it's a great tractor. It's done the slashing, it's done all the heavy lifting around the place here for many years now, and yet I do find when I'm slashing with the with the multi-power 135 here, because it's a smaller tractor, it's more nimble than the John Deere for getting in around the trees and that, and it is nicer to slash with around the trees. In the open space it just doesn't matter. So anyway, we are tossing up what to do, whether we put all this work in and we just sell it to fund new stuff. Surely it'd have to be worth a quid if everyone can see what's done to it. They'll have to know that it's not just a Dulux overhaul, it's a proper tractor repair. So anyway, we got a long time before I'm finished that yet. So that's it for this week. I'll stop waffling on and have a good week, and we'll catch up later, right?